So why aren't you getting a job? I get a lot of people contacting me saying, please help me get a job. I can't get a job. I've done hundreds and hundreds of applications and I get nothing back, or I get one interview and then I don't get that interview. So when I speak to these people, I find that they make some very common mistakes. So what I'm going to do in this video is go through some of those common mistakes and help you overcome them. A lot of people are still applying through LinkedIn or job posts, okay? Now that shouldn't be your first mode of entry to apply for a job. It should be your last resort. So when you've gone through all the other steps that I talk about, if you've not been able to be successful in those other steps, then you apply through LinkedIn or through a job post. The first thing you need to do is make sure that you have a good network of people. And I talk about in this other video on how to create a network when you're applying for jobs. But make sure you have a good network of good network of people, because what you want to do is be able to identify or know about jobs before they're advertised. Because once they're advertised, you're up against hundreds, if not thousands of people. So what you want to do is know if those jobs are know about those jobs before they're being advertised. And the way to do that is you create your target list of companies that you think you want to work for, or you think will have roles. So they may have advertised in the past, or you know that they hire graduates or data scientists all the time, data analysts and data scientists, all the time. So what you want to do is you want to be able to see in your network, do you have people who either are in those organizations or are connected to people in those organizations, so they can do an introduction. Once you've sorted that out and you've got your list of companies that you want to approach, you want to approach them through those networks. You want to talk to those people and say, look, I know that this company hires a graduate data scientist or data analyst, and I'd really appreciate if you could help me see if any roles are open. Now, it's a numbers game. A lot of people won't respond, some may respond, okay? So it's just a numbers game. You just got to keep reaching out to people until they do reply to you, or you just keep moving on to other people until someone replies to you. So what you're really trying to do is try to understand if the job exists, or if there is a job before it gets advertised. And what happens is in organizations that jobs are talked about months before they're advertised. People identify those roles really, really early on, and then by the time they get advertised, they have to go for approval, they need to be signed off and all of that kind of stuff before they get advertised. So if you're speaking to people in your network who either work for those companies or know someone who works for those companies, you may hear about the job before it gets advertised. And the reality is that if you did apply for those jobs before it gets advertised, it really saves the the hiring manager time, and that's what you're trying to do. The other thing is, you also need people in your network who will champion you, okay? And what I mean by this is, if you don't have someone in your network who's going to talk positively about you, so let's say you've applied for a role somewhere and that person reaches out to someone they know who's connected to you. Now you would expect that second degree connection between you and the hiring manager to champion you. So that person in the middle who knows you and both is connected to you and the hiring manager will say positive things about you. And the only way they're going to say positive things about you is if you've formed a relationship with them, if you've connected with them, if you've shared content with them, if you've replied to some of their posts. If you're visible to them, then they'll know about you. If you're invisible to them, then the person's just going to reply, I don't know this. And I get this a lot. I get a lot of people connect with me, especially graduates, especially people early on in their career, who then go and apply for jobs through people that I'm connected with. And then someone will reach out to me and say, oh, so-and-so has applied for this job. Do you know them? And what I then, if I don't know them, I've got to say I don't know them because I haven't heard about them. But if they've commented on my post, or if they've sent me a message, or if we've had a short exchange, then at least I can say, yeah, I do know them. I checked them out. They look good. I may not have worked with them directly, but they seem quite a solid person. So yeah, give them a go. And those kind of recommendations do make a difference. At least you'll get an interview rather than your CV being discarded, because people just want validation, because you get a lot of CVs that look the same, and people just want validation that the person they're bringing in is not going to waste their time. So now talking about your CV, when you create your CV, you don't want to make it too generic, okay? A lot of people I see when they create their CVs, they just put so much stuff in that's too generic. So for example, they'll say, I know machine learning, or I've built a predictive model. Thousands of people do that. I have seen so many CVs that just say the same thing. So you need to work out how you can make your CV unique. Now, one of the ways is maybe to write about a project that you've done that's specific to the industry or sector that you're applying for, or to the company company that you're applying for. The more relevant and more specific you can make it to the people you're applying, or to the company that you're applying for, the more likely they're going to think, oh, there's a connection between us and the person applying because they've done a very similar project. And at least, like I said, what you're trying to do is get past the stage of your CV at least being accepted and you getting an interview. And then finally, what may happen is that, let's say, you don't know about these jobs and they're telling you the jobs in LinkedIn. So go back to my first thing, LinkedIn or Indeed or whatever job site, and then you apply for that job, okay, through LinkedIn stuff. And let's say you don't hear anything, and that's quite common. You either don't hear anything or you get a generic reply back saying, sorry, you've been unsuccessful. Don't let it end there. Companies don't just hire once, okay? They're always on a continual cycle of hiring, especially the bigger companies. So what you want to do is you probably want to find the hiring manager or someone in the team and just reach out and say, look, I applied for this job and I was unsuccessful, but I'd really love to work for your company. Give you a list of reasons why you'd love to work for the company, and just say, look, if anything else comes up, please do let me know. Please do keep me informed, and hopefully here's my CV, and please do reach out. And what you hope is that you may do that. A lot of time, like I said, most people will ignore you, but some people won't. They might just decide, actually, this person reached out to us months ago, we've got a new role, let's communicate with them. Now, these are not foolproof ways to get a job, okay, but what it does, it improves your chances of getting a job. And what you've got to remember is that if you just apply through LinkedIn or job sites, or if you just have generic skills on your website, you are going to blend in with the thousands of other people who are applying for jobs. So you need a way to stand out. And as I mentioned earlier, there's two ways to stand out. One is make sure that when you're applying, you're very specific to the role that you're applying for. But B, you try and get to hear about those jobs before they're advertised, and the only way to do that is through networking and creating a good network of people, or connecting through your network to hiring managers or organizations to hear about jobs before they're posted. So in summary, the reason you're not getting a job is that you don't stand out.